In Stanford with Nikki, our goal is to inspire, motivate, and of course, enlighten you guys.
And yes, to do that today, we have in our amazing couple. Yes, they are one of the very top leaders in our community. They have traveled the world thanks to this business. Prior to starting their digital business, the husband was in the Navy for more than a decade. And it's our pleasure and a great honor to welcome our coaches, Garrett and Jill. Welcome.
Hi. What an intro.
Garrett and Coach Jill, it's such an honor to have you both here. Please tell us who you are and just a little bit about your journey, your business journey.
Sure. I'm Garrett.
I'm Jill.
We've been working online for 7 years now, and really built quite a business at it. And in the 7 years, it it's slow to start as everything is, but over the last, I'd say even 5 years, it's just been absolutely crazy. A lot of benefits, money coming in and stuff. That's always nice, but really the best benefit that we've discovered is the time with the family. We have 3 kids, and before, like you said, we didn't get to spend any time with them. I was in the Navy. I was always gone.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a journey. That's for sure.
So Jill, how was it for you when he used to go travel work-wise?
It was really hard. At the time, we only had 2 kids, and I was serving, so I'd work in restaurants. And when he'd go away, I'd actually have to quit my job because we didn't have the parental support to help out with the kids. So, and the amount of serving jobs that I had in that.
I used to be a family joke.
Yeah,
How long
I
did
just
that job last?
quit
A
my
week?
job and then we got another one. And then when he was actually home to look after the kids while I was working, I'd always have to work a night shift. So whether it started at 5 or 6, I'd be working till 1 or 2 in the morning. And then our kids were really young at the time. So they're still getting up at 3 in the morning, sometimes to feed, or then they'd be up for the day at 5:30. So
it was hard.
I wasn't getting sleep.
Everyone has struggles like that. And really, we were just looking for a way to get out of that.
Yeah.
Everyone's going through tough times, but there are ways out.
Yes.
Everything's slow to start, right? There's no get rich quick. There's no push a button and be a millionaire next week kind of thing. It's slow to start, and it takes effort and time. We almost quit at one point. We really did. It was, we weren't having the results that we thought we would get so soon. And we saw other people doing better than us. And we're, all the stuff that you're not supposed to do. And you're not supposed to compare yourself to others. And, we did everything wrong. And we came to the point where we're like, should we keep a long way? We just hadn't seen the exact results we were looking for at that time. And we had unrealistic expectations, really. And so, at the beginning, it's tough, like I said, and we did overcome that hurdle. And thank goodness, because everything changed from there. That's when things just started to take off. When we took it seriously and thought of this as our plan A instead of our plan B, that's when things really kind of took off for us.
Amazing.
And I've noticed that across the board with all the people we work with, all the people we mentor now, the ones who take it the most seriously, obviously they do the best.
Yes.
Right. And obviously their results come faster and they get greater results. It just kind of makes sense, but it you have to remind people sometimes,
Yeah.
Take it seriously.
You were in the Navy. Your wife was working in a restaurant. How did you start thinking about, okay, the next best thing for us to start thinking about now is to try something online?
It just happened. You know what I mean? It actually, for us, it was kind of interesting. We came in through someone we know.
Okay.
So we had seen the results actually first, right? We'd seen they've got a bunch of money coming in and big stacks of money in, and we're like, what's going on here? What are you doing? And so we asked and reached out and we had a little chat and we're like, wow, sign us up. Yeah. Right. And within a couple months, we got ourselves actually started. We did take a bit of time and really suss it out and see what this was all about, but we couldn't see anything wrong. Right. We did our due diligence and we couldn't see anything that was bad. So we jumped in.
We had no prior experience working online before. I wasn't even computer savvy. So.
No.
How did you overcome the hurdle of something new, something online, and you were not familiar with it?
It's 2 things. Like, one, you have to step out of that comfort zone. You're not going to get anywhere doing the same old stuff that you do every day. So for us, like I wasn't a big social media guy. I was almost giving it up, but we had to kind of take a step back and be like, well, this is how we're going to make money now, right? So that
You almost quit.
I did. I almost quit Facebook.
It was like the week before.
Yeah.
Done.
But two, it's the training, like having that in place, and the training we have now is light years ahead of what we had back then.
Wow.
We have teams of people building our training now. Before it was like 2 people, and then us. So the training really helped a lot. And if you don't have training and a good mentorship system behind you, you won't be able to do anything new, and you won't be able to step out of the not having a clue what you're doing with technology into the I know what's going on now and I can master this and teach other people. Right? The mentorship plays a huge role in that whole thing.
It's really amazing. You just mentioned that it was like 2 people doing training when you just started this community, because right now we are like over 108,000 successful business owner in this community. Do you remember the number when you just joined this community?
We started
40,
with
right?
No, we were the first 10. Like it was our founders and then 10 of us in that had kind of bonded and started already. So it was a very, very small group, and boy, did it grow fast.
Wow.
I believe it's exponential at this point. It's going up like that. It's
absolutely insane. What does it feel like being a part of the community that you are just, it's just growing and growing, and you can tell without nobody even tells you, like, yeah, you really make something solid.
And we've met some of our, oh, sorry.
You go ahead, yes.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying we've met some of our like best friends throughout the community, like some of Garrett's groomsmen. When we got married, we're actually people that we met online in the community.
Yeah, it's awesome to see something grow way more than you'd expected. It's surprising, but it's not that surprising because it is a very, very good system. Yes. Right? It's kind of hard. It's a weird line of like, don't believe it and believe it. And obviously it makes sense. And obviously it's happening too.
So I've been watching you guys, and I know that I could be wrong, but I see Jill as very reserved, shy. How did you handle the?
I'm still pretty shy on camera, but I just kind of
practice.
There's a lot of practice and do what I can.
You always preach this out, like, we have this amazing system to our people, like, this is amazing system. This is like second to none, like, and we always tell them, like, when you come into the business, come inside. Like, what does it mean? Like, what we tell them, like, what we offer when we tell them, like, come inside and see for yourself.
I think, yeah, there's the system side. Obviously, that's important. You can't have a business without a system and autoresponders and all the things you need.
Yes.
We have challenges every week, and we have masterminds every week, or multiple masterminds every week. We do team Zooms every month. Everyone does. There's a lot of really core community stuff going on. And without that, I'll go back to one of your questions before. How did you make it? You have to change. Like, stepping out of that comfort zone is a huge thing. And what this group is all about is stepping out of your comfort zone, changing yourself, bettering yourself. Yes. We have book clubs. We have prizes based on how good of a person you are. Literally, I can't remember the exact prize name, but we give out $50,000 a year US in prizes for business leaders in the community that have done stuff, and you have to get nominated. And it's usually things like being a really good person award and being nice. And obviously there's sales and stuff too, but it really, the community changes you. And you won't really be able to know what I mean until you're actually in it. Unfortunately, that's the tough part, is you have to actually be in there to see what it's like. But it's the most supportive, over supportive even place you could imagine. I have a guy on my team is 84. He was alive in World War II.
Wow.
Okay. I'm talking a big variety of people here. Like this, there's 1 million people in the group, and they all want the same thing. We all share each other's successes. We learn from each other's failures. Like I said, there's the training and the mastermind that all comes with it. But really, the group is filled with everyday people trying to make each other succeed. That's what it comes down to for me.
I saw where you had demonstrated in a year, you had envelopes this thing, and another year you could see the increase, and then the
Of
following
our
year you
commissions.
could see the growth.
Yeah.
You know, so what is it like for you guys? And what do you have to tell people who are just coming? Just like you said, we have people who just started and people who have been in it. For someone, the two of you that have been around and you have seen the growth, what do you have to say to people who are just starting and they are wondering, you know, is this gonna work? Is it really real?
I mean, for us, it's easy because we have the results already. We can see. I have a banana box full, literally full now, of commission checks that we've earned. They're kind of mementos.
Yeah.
So for new people, really, I mean, there are excuse me, a lot of talking. There are other online businesses out there, and some of them probably work too. But I know ours works because I've been doing it for 7 years. So that's what I tell new people is, you know, I've seen this from the very, very beginning, and I'm still seeing it now. We're bigger than ever before, and we're growing faster than we've ever grown before.
Yes.
So there's no doubt of the legitimacy of this in my mind, obviously, but it's getting over that hurdle first for you. You can't trust anyone until you kind of do it yourself. That's where I'm at on that one.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Time is gold for you guys. We are so lucky to have spent this time with you guys because we understand how busy you can be. So thank you so much. We really appreciate for honoring our invite. Thank you so much.
I have a question for Jill.
Yeah.
You are a mother, and I know a lot of mothers have challenges, you know, starting a business, raising a family, being a wife, etc., etc.
This challenge is just kind of managing probably my time and how much time I give to the business, how much time I'm giving to the kids. Like we have all the time now. I'm not going to an actual job. So just trying to divvy up my time between our 3 kids, the business, and just my own personal stuff. So
because it starts small. Like when you're first starting, there's not all that much to do. Right? You do certain things, but it's not the busiest you can be. It does get busier though.
Yeah.
Like this is a full-time job for both of us. No, that's nice. The freedom of working online, right? You can work from anywhere. And when we're on vacation, we're working too, but like not much. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of the system, right? It's automated.
Yeah.
So
For our audience and for those who will be watching us in the future, we hope that we have inspired and motivated and of course enlightened someone today. We have opened that you learn 1 or 2 things, and of course you can resonate because this is real people right here with real results. That honestly, we say until next time, we'll see you again. Thank you.
sure. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.
That was
Thank
fun.
you.